Let's go.
It's your back, it dey keep passing. It dey bring out the best in me. I dey feel your recipe. Make you give me that recipe. Fine, fine. Yeah, you fine. You so divine. I dey feel you die.
What's up, people? We got a new episode of Awesome Entertainment. It's your boy Joe Lawson. All right, I gotta go over this movie, Shadow's Edge. All right, I clicked on it just because I was just looking for something randomly on the bootleg website. And while I was pirating this movie, I was like, yo, this is heat. I clicked on it because, I saw some Asian people and I was like, oh, I see some guns they about to throw down. You know how they fight. So I was like, shit, I'm going to jump in. You know what I mean? I'm locked in. I didn't realize the entire movie was in Mandarin, okay? So it was a little bit hard for me to follow, okay? I'm not going to lie. I had to rewind a couple times, but they had the subtitles in there. At first, when I seen the cover, I was like, yeah, this is going to be heat. But I did not realize that's Jackie Chan. That's Jackie Chan right there. And this movie is like rated R. Like, it's got to be rated R. At least by American standards. I'm like, they really killing people up in here. And I don't know if maybe it's just me. Y'all let me know what Jackie Chan movie is rated R, because I think Rush Hour those were 13. I don't know if I've seen a rated R Jackie Chan movie, but yeah, I highly recommend this one. It was fire. I liked it. I really don't have a lot of bad things to say about it. It's been a while since you watched a really good movie. I really wish I, could have saw it in theaters. Even though if I would have watched it in theater, I wouldn't be able to rewind so much. I did kind of have to look up a little bit of the plot. I was like, what was the? But I get it. And they basically thieves is what it is. They thieves. It was like, I kept thinking of Spy v Spy. If y'all know what Spy v Spy is, one was like they wore these little trench coats and these little hats, and one was all black and one was all white, and they would like be spying on each other and chasing each other. It was a cartoon. That's how I felt about this. So this is a team of spies over here. This is a team of spies. These are a team of thieves from him and his homies. They're his sons. Some of them are his sons, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but they get kind of gritty with it. They get kind of gritty with it. Damn, it was kind of deep. I kind of didn't understand what the dynamic between him and his sons were, because he wanted the best for him, and I feel like he didn't make the decisions that would be best for them. I'm not really gonna get into too many spoilers right now. I'm gonna get into spoilers in a minute, but this is the team of cops. These are the team of thieves. They're spying on each other, spy v spy shit. Basically, they're so trash that they got to go get Jackie Chan out of retirement, and he kind of helped teach them. Now, these are spies on the next level, so they spot spies, and they're like, yo, if you put your hand, you know how they had the cars, you put your hand to your ear, they're like, oh, they be quick. You move a camera, they spot it like quick, so they catch on every clue, and it was kind of, it was deep. It was dope. It had some emotional, emotional moments between him and the homegirl and her homie, and everything was fire. Matter of fact, I always judge my movies, TV shows on one criteria, and that's rewatchability. Do I want to see this again? Would I ever want to see this again? Would I watch it with somebody else? The answer is yes. Actually, I actually need to watch this again, just a few more times. That way, I get the whole scope of it. The second time is always the best time. So I'm gonna give it like a month or two, and then I'm gonna jump back into it, because it definitely deserves a rewatch. But yeah, if you ain't seen it, go see it. All right. Now I'm gonna get into spoilers. All right. So if you ain't watched it, pause it, hit save. Save the playlist or whatever. You can watch it in a minute. You can go stream it. I think it's on Amazon or something like that. So I'm gonna get the spoilers. What I was talking about with the dad and his son, he ended up murking them. I was like, they were trying to kill him. He like proud of them and killing them at the same time. He never folded, never went back. Like, yo, he was at one point in time, he was like, bro, it's your world. You do your thing. But at the same time, he's like, nah, after that, I'm gonna stay living. I'm gonna kill you. Like it was kind of strange. There was a couple times towards the end when he was got caught in the room full of bombs, started exploding. He used his son to cover up. I believe that was his son. He used his son to cover up to save himself. Came out. The police was holding guns at him. I was like, shoot him, bro. Shoot him. Why did y'all not shoot him then and there? That's the only one part. I feel like that's my only one because he had been doing so much damage to everybody. To everybody. This old man was whooping everybody's ass with a knife. And that you had an opportunity, you should have just ended him because you knew what was gonna happen. He got back in the police car, whooped all y'all ass in the confined police thing with cuffs on. I was like, damn, but the movie was cold. The movie was cold. They were smirking people. And the storyline with her and Jackie and him being like, yo, we gotta stick with the mission because this because that's how I got your daddy killed. It's like crazy. It's like how you gonna argue with that type of logic? Like, no, I'm not gonna listen to you. Well, if you don't listen to me, you doing the same shit I did that got your daddy killed. You be like, ooh, damn. I mean, like still, she was on one though. She was on one. She was on point. I'm gonna jump into a video though, a review, and then I don't know what this review says. I haven't watched it or seen it or anything, but we gonna see what they say, and then I'll either agree, disagree, whatever. We'll see what they're talking about. This is Love Wolf Club Kung Fu, so they must know what the fuck they talking about. Club Kung Fu.
I wanted the word cuppa as in cup of tea, but I thought it would be great to mix with pug. When I saw the domain was
set in the neon-lit and maze-like streets of Macau, The Shadow's Edge thrusts audiences into a world where old-school intuition clashes with cutting-edge surveillance.
Facts.
And it is an absolute smash for those who enjoy that 90s super cop vibe from Jackie Chan. In this movie, a high-tech gang of criminal prodigies led by the enigmatic figure known as the Shadow, played by Tony Leung, execute a daring cryptocurrency heist in which they repeatedly evade Macau's judiciary police and their advanced Sky Eye, which is an AI tracking system.
Yeah. Yeah, they did a great job with the old school and the new school blend because the Shadow and Jackie are, I mean, obviously older people, but they got younger people running the AI, the tech. His son was cold with it. They did a great job of incorporating both and making it feel parts of him not understanding what the tech is and them not understanding the tech is, but them not understanding how to be a real spy, a real cop.
Played by Jackie Chan, recruiting him to lead a new low-profile surveillance unit.
It was he.
Paired with rookie officer He Chi Go, played by Zhang Zifang, he assembles a team of young, overlooked investigators to counter the thieves' technological superiority using human ingenuity and great policing techniques. This film marks a deliberate tonal shift for Chan. No real comedic relief, no jokes. Instead, we get grit.
And that was a good thing. There was no super comedic relief, no like over the top comedy. But there were some funny parts. I laughed a lot. Like there were some funny parts. I don't know if they were intended to be funny, but what happened, it was just real. Real shit was happening and they had real human reactions.
Intrigue,
it was actually
psychological
make you
warfare a la Crime Story or
no joke needed.
In fact, this movie takes its cues from an amalgamation of several movies: Mission Impossible, Point Break, and Die Hard. Director Larry Yang, known for movies such as Ride On and My Other Home, delivers a tight thriller that balances emotional weight with kinetic action.
Agreed.
He frames Macau's dual nature of ornate old town versus futuristic cyber city as a visual metaphor for the narrative clash.
What he's saying is when he said the balance between the action and the emotion. When the action comes on and they about to start fighting, you kind of sit up a little bit. You're like, all right, shit, here it comes. But at the same time, when the emotions start kicking in, you're like, oh, okay, here's the question. I had a question in my head, they about to answer it. And you start locking in. It's like everything was right on time. You know what I'm saying?
Tradition and technology.
It's kind of a
The
long
narrative
movie.
lingers
Though.
on the tension
like
between human instinct and surveillance technology,
2 hours
exploring
plus.
generational dynamics, redemption, legacy, and the ethical implications of modern justice systems. As for the characters, Chan's portrayal is grounded and straight, aging yet resolute. Though retired for several years, his strategic brilliance remains intact, and his agility is on point.
Yeah, boy is still
Cultivates a
moving.
paternal
Boy still
relationship
moving
with
at
Shino,
like 60,
which starts
70
with
years
hesitancy
old.
and some frustration,
Jackie?
but eventually grows into deep mutual trust that anchors the film's emotional core.
Man.
Fang brings a grounded intelligence and quiet vulnerability to her role, acting as a generational bridge between Jackie Chan's seasoned investigator and the digital age of policing. Tony Leung is the real standout as a calculating and dangerous mastermind.
Yeah,
His
man,
chemistry with
he
Jackie
was
Chan,
cold. The villain,
reminiscent of
the
Myth
villain almost stole the
decades
show.
prior, sparks every scene they share, and his martial arts prowess, particularly
Was
with
sick.
the knife, is spectacular. The Shadow's relationship with his proteges are a complicated one, only surpassed by his need for
Didn't I say that?
self-preservation. The proteges have
Didn't I
their
say
moments,
that?
most of which happen during action sequences. Not much is done in their development, with the exception of C. Sha, in a dual role as twin criminal prodigies. One, a tech mastermind, the other, a ruthless tactician. C. Sha manages to convey two distinct personalities with chilling precision. His performance adds a modern menace that contrasts sharply with Lung's old-school steadiness, creating a father-son
That's
resentment
crazy.
that drives much of the film's suspense. Together,
Now, does it make me racist that I did not realize that was the same guy? I did not know that was the same man.
all these young co-stars
Oh.
elevate the Shadow's edge beyond the simple comeback vehicle
Get my
and
eyes
into a
checked. We
meaningful
good,
generational
though. We
drama.
good.
In a nod to Chan's legendary
I didn't even know it was Jackie
realism,
Chan on the
the
cover.
main
I said
cast
when he
performed
popped
their own
up,
stunts.
man, when Jackie Chan popped up in the movie, I didn't know it was Jackie. I said, oh, Jackie Chan in this. And then I'm like, oh, he the main character. He the star of this. Hold on.
Intense fights with real sharp props, underscoring the film's visceral edge. There's even a reported incident where Tony Leung's hair was cut due to a blade's sharpness. The choreography emphasizes close quarters combat, joint manipulation,
Yeah, she did
and
good
Hapkido-inspired movements tailored to the cast's capabilities. There are some great fights interspersed throughout the film, including a cool 2-on-1 fight in a laundry between Jackie and two of the young
It was
proteges,
ill.
and an epic battle
That's all I
between the
can tell
Shadow
you. It
and
was
about
ill.
50 thugs in a hallway.
Yeah, y'all thugs should be embarrassed. He went
Rather
straight
than leaning
Daredevil
on
on y'all.
constant
He went
action,
Punisher on
the
y'all.
narrative develops through subtle surveillance, emotional stakes, and building the hunter-hunted intensity, such as a home-cooked dinner party designed to ensnare the enemy. The third act ramps up with an attack on the police headquarters, a final confrontation across Macau, and a gritty alleyway showdown setting the stage for a possible sequel via its mid-credits tease.
I mean, you might
My
if
only
y'all
gripe
got
with this movie is that it
something
went
like
about
that,
20
please
minutes
give me
too
a
long
sequel.
and essentially has two endings.
It did.
The Shadow's Edge is a return to form for Jackie Chan, a serious, grounded action thriller that showcases Chan's emotional and strategic range and gives legendary actor Tony Leung a vehicle that reminds us why Marvel chose him to star in Shang-Chi. This movie stands as a remarkable chapter in Jackie Chan's career, a mature, introspective, and hard-hitting thriller that rewards patience just as much as it does adrenaline. With
Facts.
layered storytelling, thoughtful direction, and electrifying performances, it marks a new high for the 71-year-old star.
Facts.
This film treats
Look, at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this film left me satisfied, man. That is the type of movie I like. That's the type of film that I like, man. That is my bag. It was serious, you know. Basically through the whole movie, the jokes there was a few tiny, teeny jokes in there, but the funniest parts were people being real. You know what I'm saying? The funniest parts were people actually keeping it 100. That's what made you laugh. When she crashed out on the people that was attacking the girls, and she went over there to help. He came back and he threw the hat at her. That was funny. That was real. You don't need to. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't a punchline. That's a real reaction, and everybody felt him. You know what I mean? Like I said, seeing Jackie Chan pop up in this movie surprised me. It was like when you listen to a song, you're like, man, it's a good song. You don't know who's on the song. And then Wayne jump on the song, you're like, oh, Wayne's on this? That's how it felt. Like, yo, Jackie, and Wayne got a 7-minute verse. No, you know what I mean? Jackie is the star of this mug, and he killed it, man. Moving at 78. I don't know how old he is. But either way, he killed it. If you like this movie, please recommend me other movies because this is my bag right here. This is it. You know, I can't give it a 10 out of 10, but I'll give it an 8.9, maybe like a 9.2, somewhere in between there. You know, I'm gonna go 8.9. I'm gonna go 8. I won't go 9.2, but it is almost a 9. That movie was solid right there. All right, y'all, hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. I'm out.
Don't play with my patience, man, they gone with the flow when they tryna fake it. That's not the way I roll, that's not the combination. You start off with the dough before you start the conversation. No one start the salutations, man, don't play with me. I'm coming from a place they would hate to be. I'm going through a phase you would hate to see. They say this life's a trip, ain't no telling where it's taking me. When you on the edge and you make your next move, better be your best. Before you throw it to the depths, better reinvest. Man, I count every moment and count every step, so I know I'm blessed. Now it's